I just think the initial getting over the awkwardness of talking to a camera is just the first thing that you need to do. Hey guys, my name's Megan. I figured I would start off with the Booktube Newbie Tag. I don't really know who created it. If I find out, I will link it down below. Number one is, why did you start this channel? I just started looking for book recommendations on YouTube. I figured it was a good way to do it. I had a lot of downtime. So I just started looking on YouTube for videos and came across this whole community dedicated to books. And honestly, that's kind of why I'm back into reading, other than the fact that I was so bored and had nothing else to do because I was home all the time with some health issues. And so I just started reading all the time, and I just turned to YouTube for recommendations and reviews. A lot of my friends don't really read the way I do, so I just figured that this was a good way to kind of just connect with other people that like to do and talk about books. I just have found that since I started in this little community, it's just been so welcoming and everybody's just so nice and helpful, and I just kind of wanted to be a part of it. Number two is fun and unique things that you can bring to BookTube. I don't really think that I'm too unique. I mean, I like to think that I'm funny sometimes, but that's just my own opinion. I think that I have a really wide variety of types of books that I like to read, so I figure that there might be something for everyone out there. I will read middle grade sometimes, YA, adult, I'll read any genre. There's really, honestly, I don't think anything that I really won't read. Number three is thing that you're most excited about for this new channel. I kind of just want to break out of my shell a little bit. I'm a little shy at first. I mean, once you get to know me, I'm kind of crazy, but another thing that I'm kind of excited about is just to kind of look back on my videos and just see my growth as a reader, how my tastes have changed. I just think it's kind of nice to be able to kind of visually document your reading adventure. Number four is, why do you love reading? And I don't really know if I can really choose just one answer, and I figure that a lot of us read for the same reasons. I like language and I like learning, and I like learning new words and just different ways to articulate, and I just find that language and reading is just really, really, really important no matter what age you are or skill level, or no matter what grade you're in or anything. I just think that reading is just really, really important for everyone. I would say that probably the most typical answer for this would be that I just really like to just escape for a little bit and get away from the adulting that we all have to do. And I just think that, especially if you're having a hard time or you're stressed, it's just really what I do to just kind of escape that for a little while. And especially with the health issues that I mentioned earlier, it just was definitely a way to just kind of forget about that for a little while and just kind of go engross myself into someone else's life. I just think that the emotions that come from reading are just so different for me than if I was to watch a TV show or a movie. I just think that the emotions that I get when I'm reading are just so different because you're actually reading the words and kind of absorbing them, and it's just so different to be inside that person's head and not just kind of watching them interact with people. You're really listening to their thoughts. So I just think that the emotion and the emotional connection that you get to characters are just so different with reading than they are with TV shows for me personally. Number five is a book or series that got you into reading. I wouldn't say that anything really got me into reading. I would just say that I just remember always being read to as a child. My mom and I would actually read the Goosebumps series. I don't know if it's a series, I guess it is. When I was 7 or 8, and please, please tell me that I'm not the only one that used to read Goosebumps. But I just remember always reading a chapter or two a night with my mom, taking turns as to who's reading, and that was just kind of a really nice bonding experience for us. And I know that there were some books when I was a kid that definitely stuck with me, that kind of changed my life in a way, and I just remember the books that really made a big impact on me were Bridge to Terabithia by Catherine Peterson, I think. That was definitely one that I remember reading in, I think, 5th grade for school, and it's just one of those really, really, really good stories that was just amazing. And Tuck Everlasting was another one that I read then, and I don't remember who that's by, but that was another one that really stuck with me. Matilda by Roald Dahl, the Harry Potter series, but I think that's mainly All of Us. And The Giver by Lois Lowry was another one that I remember reading when I was young. I know that there's tons more, but those are just the ones that really stand out to me. Number 6 is, what is a question that you would ask your favorite booktuber? And I don't really know. I don't really have a favorite booktuber. There's a lot of them that I really enjoy, that I watch almost religiously, and I'll mention my favorites down below. And I mean, I can't really think of a question for them. I guess just really, how do you find time to film with everyday life? I know a lot of booktubers' jobs are kind of booktube itself and YouTube, so I mean, that would be amazing, and I would love to get to that point, but I don't think I really will, because I mean, I kind of have my life planned out for the future or whatever, and I kind of just want to do this as a hobby. Number 7 is, what do you think the hardest things to overcome will be with your channel? And I just think, honestly, just to not be so awkward in front of the camera, because it is kind of weird making your first video. I used to make videos when I was younger, and put them on YouTube, and they're so embarrassing and so bad, and I definitely am probably not going to share them with any of you, but I just have not sat down and talked to a camera in years, and I just don't really know how to get over the awkwardness, but I know it'll come with time. Another thing I think would just be like keeping consistent with my content and just putting things out there that you guys want to see. And I do love like video recommendations or book recommendations or any of that, so if you ever have any of that, definitely let me know in the comments. And I will link all my social media down below if you want to follow me on there. That would be great. And just thank you all so much for watching. It means a lot, really, especially being someone new. It really means a lot, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!